from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Raiders nothing. Jason Sanders the kickoff for Miami.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Breaks through the contact. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Down. Foot black ultra.
Here's Ritter now to throw on the first play. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
7 Pirates, Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. They complete it to Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Buffalo 18.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Kennedy Lions. 18, Pioneer. Come 19.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's Ritter. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You talk about this Miami defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Black open. 6, 11. Ready?
Ritter now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. He's going to go up top again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Liking 18. Go. Not 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Daniels looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Now Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jaden Daniels, a 12-yard touchdown run. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it is 28-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
14-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Come on.
They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Slot man moves right. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Ritter to throw it.
First down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Mega.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. Blue, 32.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Set. Ready.
Going play action. Ritter. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Ritter back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Again, help a partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
33. Yellow.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Back to throw, Ritter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Striker, 3, ball red.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man downfield is Hill. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Raiders 7. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go. Here we go. White, black.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Yellow, 22. Black shot. Hey, red. Ready.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Adnan Mitchell from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute.
He's got it with the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Raiders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
Raiders 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
That's good.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got his man London right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
60 Bison.
Back to throw. Daniels. That is caught by Mitchell. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Raiders 14. Jason Sanders to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Black shot. Set, hut. Blaster, 33. Yellow. Rail, yellow. Set.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Pause red. Ready. Drill green. Sticky. Blue. Yellow. Yellow. Go. Ready?
Ritter. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense scheme going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To the air again, it's Ritter. He's going to take another shot here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, green. Black, 95. Blue striker. Steel, black. Ready.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Okay,
Right. Likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Smash, red, white, black shot. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And the Raider first down. A gain of
60 red.
19 yards.
60 red.
And the Las Vegas
Here's Ritter.
first down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
52 blue. Huge yellow. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
32. Edo blue. Drill green. 6. Mega. Hey, red. Set, go.
Ritter from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Ritter now. This is caught by Tucker. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 34 yards. And the Raiders are able to claw one back. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Black Ultra. Blaster, 6.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He's going to look deep down the field. That is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
On play action, here's Ritter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Green back. Back ready. Yellow.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Striker. Ready. Black. 95. Ready.
They're going for this. Here's Ritter. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Throwing now is Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a snap at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And they need to to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Daniels. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Achane. He is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 52 Blues, ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they got no way of blocking him.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Yellow. Yellow, 22. Hey, red.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Warriors 17. Cougar 19. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time will it result in points? We'll find out. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Middle.
Geno now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders are able to get one score back. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Nice practice, Panther 11.
To the air goes Daniels. Got him there, and it's London. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Drake London, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
83. Raiders 27. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, it's a clip. Check 58.
In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Catch left.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready up. Here we go.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Black ultra. Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Ritter back to throw.
And my goodness, another interception.
Third down pass. Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Taxi, go! Hawk 70, Hawk.
Now Daniels.
Wide open receiver complete. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That is wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. And now Mitchell, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A little juke. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Let's go. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to it.
Blaster, 6. 52 blue. Cut.
Ritter. That quick throw there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Right, white. Let's go now. 33, yellow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 79. 70, Wolf.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Ritter. Slant route, and he finds Thornton.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Ritter now.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
32.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Red, yellow.
Fourth down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And now here's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. This is intercepted.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here we go.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Daniels looking to throw.
And the Raiders have got him. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Daniels. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
Throwing now is Daniels. Tyreek Hill's got another one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Another Dolphins first down.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. Big yardage now on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready, break.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels. Pressure comes and down he goes. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
At the 15-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Daniels. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.